What's up guys, and welcome to the third squad building challenge video of the day. Pretty SBC heavy day today. EA released two new league squad building challenges yesterday, plus the marquee matchups was just released. We completed the first one already, the Serie A squad building challenge, got that 91 rated Higuain card. We just completed the marquee matchups as well, so check out those two videos on the channel if you're interested. But now it's time for the second squad building challenge, league challenge. We have the J1 league, so the Japanese league that is, and we have Peter Utaka as the reward, 84 rated striker from Tokyo FC, probably not the highest rated card that will be used in future games, but obviously it's all about the packs that we get from the individual challenges. The overall reward, as I said, is Peter Utaka plus 10,000 coins, and if we jump into the individual challenges, we have 18 challenges to complete. However, from these 18 challenges, we obviously get 18 packs, but only 2 of them are actually gold packs. Most of the others are silver packs. A couple of all players packs, I think, as well, but most of them are pure silver packs. Nevertheless, in this year's FIFA, silver packs are pretty useful, especially for squad building challenge purposes. If you think about the Toulouse team, for instance, where the silver defenders are price fixed at the moment. I still think they are, not sure, I haven't checked recently, but they were at least a couple of weeks ago. So silver packs are useful, guys. So it makes sense to complete this challenge. Plus, obviously, it's always nice to have those blue cards in your club as well. So Peter Utaka, you will be added to the club. I did invest in this league before, so I didn't have to buy a lot of players. I think I had to buy 1 or 2 to complete some teams that I haven't had the right positions for. But in general, I was prepared for these challenges. Most of the teams can also be completed with bronze players, or a lot of bronze players, with a couple of silvers to increase the rating if necessary. So if you do the bronze pack method, you will be prepared for a lot of these clubs already. However, with that said, let's jump right into the challenges. Most of them are also pretty easy from a requirement perspective. So most of them also require a certain rating, a certain chemistry, 95 in most cases. No special requirements, so not like these minimum nationalities, maximum nationalities, random requirements that make it more difficult. These challenges are easy and you can complete them quite quickly. First one is Niigata, and I won't commentate too much on the teams. As you can see, 60 rated team requirement, not too difficult with bronze and silver players. We get a silver pack plus a bunch of coins, and we might move to Fukuoka, the second team. Again, another full bronze team with 60 rating requirement, not too difficult, and we get an all players pack from that one. Tokyo FC up next, one of the more challenging ones. In this case, you need a 64 rated squad, but as you can see, with a bunch of silvers, it's pretty easy to complete with the remainder of the team being bronze. Let's cash that in as well for another all players pack. Now, obviously, all players packs are not the most interesting ones, but if you remember a couple of weeks back, I did pull Arjen Robben from an all players pack, so they might contain some valuable players as well. Next up is Osaka, 65 rated team, so you need a bit more silvers than the previous teams. Not too difficult, however, if you have them in your club already, so you don't have to invest at all for a premium silver pack, that is. Iwata is the next team, the 5th one from 18, I think, overall, and is the first goal player featured in this team, the center back. Not really needed, so we only need 62 rated team. We do have a 64 rated team, but I won't use Japanese players anyway, so I'm happy to submit the players that I have chosen. Silver pack is the reward in this one, plus a premium silver players pack, plus 1,000 coins. Kashima Antlers is up next. I think they were featured last week in the marquee matchup, so some of you might have lost players in that challenge, or sold players once they moved up in price, but you need them again for this challenge. 64 rated team is required with 95 chemistry. We do have a 66 rated one. Doesn't really matter. Let's submit this and get another premium silver pack. Kashiwa is the next one. 64 rated. Team needed, no problem for us. We hit it actually right on the head with a 64 rated team, and move on to Kawasaki. Another team that is actually a little bit more demanding in terms of the rating. We need 66 rated team here, but we also get one of the 2 gold packs that I mentioned before, a jumbo premium gold pack, so a 15k pack for this team. Not too bad. I think that's actually the best reward for an individual challenge here. We get the rating for this team, so 66 rated team that we submit. Not too difficult though, and we can move on to Nagoya, which is the next team. 62 rated team, nothing worth mentioning here, so it's again one of the easier teams. So if you have a bunch of bronzes and 1 or 2 silvers, it shouldn't be too difficult to complete. And Omiya is the next one. Sorry for completing these teams so quickly, but as you can see from the requirements, they are not that demanding, so it's not worth talking about them in a whole lot extent. It doesn't really matter. Just put a bunch of bronzes in the squad. Make sure that you have most of the positions correct. Some of them, or most of them, have a 95 rate chemistry requirement, so you have 1 joker card basically. That obviously you don't have to use if you have enough players. Like in this case, I have a lot of bronzes, 1 silver, perfectly fine. 62 rated team is required. 62 rated team is what we submit for another all players pack. I think we are halfway through all the teams now. Let's move on to Hiroshima, which is the next one. A little bit more demanding. As you can see, 65 rated team is required, so we use a bit more silvers in here. Basically 50-50 in terms of silver and bronze. But as I said, I won't use these players anyway, so that's actually the day I was saving them up for. Belmer is the next team, 62 rated team. Let's complete that quickly for a premium silver pack, actually a jumbo version of a premium silver pack. So we might get a decent amount of players in there that will be useful for squad building challenges. Urawa is the next team and is the second team that will reward us a gold pack, a gold players pack in actually, and we also need a 67 rated squad, which we manage perfectly. However, as you can see, the majority of the team is silver. We can fit in 3 bronzes in here. Doesn't really hurt the rating and makes it a little bit cheaper, and we get a gold pack as a reward. 4 more teams left. Vegalta is the next one we are going to complete. 62 rated team required. Nothing worth mentioning for this one. And 3 more to go, guys. Kofu is up next. I think in this one I had to buy a player. Yes, I did have to buy this Brazilian. Kofu has the specialty that there's only 3 players that are left mid or right mid players, and you basically need 4 positions. That these players need to go in. So you need to have at least 2 in order to get the chemistry right. So I have the right mid. I do have a right winger. I didn't have to use the left mid. I was considering buying him, but he was more expensive than the Brazilian right winger, so I did buy this guy. And as you can see, with a 95 chemistry requirement, you are able to use players off chem here. And as long as they're midfielders, you should be able to get away with it. However, you do need 2 out of those 4 players, I think, that the Kofu team has that are left or right mid players. Let's submit this team, and as you can see, 61 rated team is required, so it's not difficult from a rating perspective. It's more from a chemistry perspective that makes Kofu a little bit more difficult than the others. Vissel Kobe, which is I think the upcoming club for Lukas Podolski, who will transfer to the Japanese league next summer, and I think he goes to the Kobe team. As you can see, we have a bunch of players from this team, all from the bronze pack method. However, we only need a 62 rated team, so we use 3 silvers, the rest we just fill with random bronzes to complete this challenge as well for another premium silver players pack. And I think we have 1 more to go and then we're done. We have Yokohama as the final team, 62 rated team required, nothing worth mentioning again. Let's quickly submit this team and complete the overall challenge. J-League completed, the Japanese league that is. Let's advance and collect that Peter Utaka card. As I said before, 84 rated striker, 88 pace, which is okay, 82 shooting, which is okay. So in general, it's a pretty good card, comparable to the Pro League striker, I think. However, as a Nigerian player and plus obviously the J-League club that he plays for, it's pretty hard to combine him, so I don't think I will use him, but obviously it's a nice SBC to collect a bunch of packs, and as you can see here, 10,000 additional coins. Now we're done with the challenges. Let's store Mr. Utaka to the club. He will go right to the other blue cards that we already have, and let's move over to the store and open the silver packs. Basically, it's all silver packs, a bunch of all players packs, and the 2 gold packs. Let's start with the, let's actually not do the all players packs first. Let's go with the silver packs first and save the all players packs for later, as they may contain a nice gold player. I mean, they definitely contain gold players, but they might have a rare one in there as well. We get Ainsworth in here. I think he's Scottish, and we did complete that challenge already. Let's check that real quick. We get a Toulouse player, though. That is exactly what we're hoping for in these packs. The players that will help us in the other League SBCs. I do have a couple of them outstanding. I do have the Ligue 1 one. I do have the Mexican one, I think, still open, plus the Spanish one and the Portuguese one. So he will definitely be useful. Let's see how much he goes for. I think the defenders are price fixed. Not sure about the strikers. Yeah, he's not price fixed. He's pretty cheap, actually. But anyway, we didn't have to buy him, as we just got him in this pack. Let's send all this to the club and store those duplicates. Yes, he was indeed from the Scottish League. Let's send those to the transfer list. Primera División, actually, as I just saw this player disappear, might be one of the next leagues that are upcoming. As I said before, I was expecting an Asian league, so either the Japanese one or the South Korean one, to be featured in one of the next releases, as we get another useful player here, Santos from the Liga NOS. But now it might be time again for an American league. Primera División is one of the ones that might be featured. However, there's quite a lot of teams to complete, so if you haven't prepared it yet, you might it might be worth considering preparing for that league. Besides the Portuguese player, nothing too exciting here. Let's do all this to the club and discard that Crawley badge and move on to the next silver pack. A premium silver pack in this case, so we have 3 rare players to expect, or 3 rare cards. Don't have to be silver, don't have to be players, obviously, as there's no rare silver in here. Anything useful? Another Liga NOS players. Guys, these packs are not bad. Obviously, I wouldn't buy them from the store, but as they are just rewards for bronze pack players that we had in our club already, I definitely take those. And in each of them, I think it's the 3rd one that we've opened. In each of them, there was an SBC player that we can use and will use eventually. Let's go for the jumbo version of the previous pack, the jumbo premium silver pack. Di Maria on the pack. Anything interesting in here? Let's check that one. And again, La Liga Santander. These packs are good packs, guys. Anything else in here? Another Liga Bancomer player, another Liga Bancomer player, plus another one, guys. What a pack that is. Obviously, it's not the high rated cards that create big flares or that are like Team of the Week cards, but in this pack we have 5 new players. 4 of them are useful for squad building challenges, so it's definitely useful to complete these squad building challenge. We get a bunch of coins as well, so I'll definitely take those. Doesn't really make a difference, but I'm happy to add that to my account. Let's send all the rest to the club and place the others on the transfer list. Actually, that guy might go for a little bit, given that the Saudi challenge is currently ongoing. Plus, obviously, that guy will sell as well for the... Oh, he's La Liga. Huh. Japanese player from La Liga. However, I will sell him as well. Let's send those to the transfer list and move on to the next one. Maybe we can pull another SBC player that we can use eventually. Jumbo Premium Silver Pack number 2. Let's see what we get. In English, right mid. I did skip, however, so not sure. We did get Mr. Henry. A Sevilla player, so he will be useful. Turkish player, we already completed the Super League. We did complete the Pro League, and the Primera División is not yet released. But as you've seen, another player that is useful for SBC purposes. Let's send the cards to the club. Let's discard Mr. Sandrawi, a upper body coach, and move on to the next pack that we collected. Another Jumbo Premium Silver pack. I'm not sure how many we have left though. We have 3 all players packs that you can see on the start page of the store basically, plus the 2 gold packs. So I think there's a handful of silver packs still to be opened. We also did break the 700,000 coin mark with that challenge I've just seen at the top left corner. Let's see what we get. what's in here. We get a Nice player, he will be useful. We get a Bastia player, he's useful. And a bunch of lower league English players. But again, I think it's by now it's the 6th pack in a row which contains useful SBC players. So again, Mr. Olsen, he will go to the transfer list. The Toon badge will be discarded. Before we open the next pack, let's see what we have left to open. So we do have the 3 all players packs. We do have 2 gold packs and a bunch of silver packs. I did have a lot of 2 silver players packs stored, but all these silver packs, they are still from the Japanese SBC. So let's go with the silver players pack now. I think we have a handful of them as well, maybe even the premium version. Let's see what this one contains. Is it the 7th pack in a row with an SBC useful player? Italian, Belgium, German, French to... no, it is actually the first pack where we do not have an SBC player that we still have to use. Anyway, we send those to the club. In any case, they will be useful at some point, I'm sure. As we did complete the Scottish League already, this one is not useful. The Australian League might be coming up at some point though. I'm not sure who the reward player would be. I think I looked it up once, but I must have forgotten it. But anyway, might be one of the upcoming leagues. Another silver players pack. Hopefully a little bit more useful than the previous one. Marco Reus is on the pack. Obviously not in it, but who is? Let's check it. Ozbilis from Besiktas. We did complete the Super League, so check that out. Check that video out on the channel. But as you can see right here, another league or player that is useful. So again, one of the better packs to open. Again, I would buy those packs from the store, the silver players packs, but as they are just free rewards, I'll definitely take the players as rewards, and I'm happy with them. The packs are good in terms of what they contain, especially if you didn't have to invest in the players to get them. Another silver players pack. Let's see what we get. We still have a bunch of League 1 teams uncompleted. However, we do get another Liga Bancomer player, Mr. Hernandez. So that is again another useful pack. Colombian, Italian 2, Spain 2, French 2, Korean 1. Not that useful, except that Hernandez player from Guadalajara. And a bunch of duplicates that will sell, especially this guy, for instance, another player that is useful for the League on SBC. Actually, we do not want to discard it. We will send them to the transfer list and list them up later. Not sure how many spaces I have left on the transfer list, so I will check that after opening this premium silver players pack. So we move from the regular one to the premium version. Let's see what rare players this pack contains. The servers are a little bit slow today, I feel like. The service wasn't available at all earlier, and it seems like it's quite slow now as well. Obviously, a lot of people do these challenges before starting into the weekend. Let's see what we get. We get a Liga NOS players in here from Pacos Ferreira. Definitely useful. Anything else worth mentioning? Another Liga Santander player. Another Liga Santander player. So again, one of the better packs. And also the duplicates, I'm pretty sure that is a Bancomer. Yes, it is a Bancomer player, so he will sell for sure. Let's send all these to the club, and we have around 40 spaces left on the transfer list I've just seen, so there will definitely be enough to open the remaining packs. We do have 3 more premium silver players packs, then we have the 2 gold packs plus the all players packs, so then we can finally pull some nice gold players as well, as we get Berens from, not sure what team that was actually, I think Reading, yes. And we get another Liga NOS player, another Liga NOS player, so 2 Liga NOS players in this pack. Anything else that will be useful? Not at the moment. The Polish league might be one coming up at some point. It seems like they release top leagues now. Liga BBVA in the previous one, Calcio in this round. So I expect the Bundesliga and the Premier League to be featured in the 2 upcoming releases. Question is, which leagues will they pair them with? As I said before, I won't be surprised if it's again another American league, so either the Colombian one or the Argentinian one, for instance. So I did prepare for I think I only prepared for the Argentinian one, not for the Colombian one yet, so I might do that in the upcoming days or weeks. Plus also the European leagues might be featured as well, especially since this release featured the an Asian league, so there was no, obviously besides the Serie A, no lower rated European league this time. So there are still the Nordic leagues available, as we sent Mr. El Kabir to the transfer list. The Nordic leagues are still available, so the Danish one, the Swedish one, the Norwegian one, they might be featured. The Polish one is still open, Swiss is still open, and I think Austria as well. So there's a bunch of options available for EA to pair the Bundesliga or the Premier League with. Premium Silver Players Pack, I think number 3 it is overall. Let's see what we get in this one. Hopefully another useful player. Yes, another Liga Bancomer player. Thank you very much. Other than that, another Liga NOS player. Jesus, I think I have to go through all the Liga NOS teams and actually all the other open SBC leagues and check each and every club whether I have new players. Santos, I think we pulled him in the first pack and now we get him again. Rare silver player from Portugal. Final silver pack for this pack opening, guys. Another premium silver players pack. Let's see what we get in this one. Let's skip it to make it a little bit faster, and then we can move on to the all players packs and the gold packs. Another Liga NOS player. Apart from that, nothing too useful though. 2 Australians in the duplicate section of this pack. Let's send those to the transfer list and I list them up once I'm done with this video. But now, guys, it's time for this, well, it's kind of the co-main event now. The all players packs and then the 2 gold packs are today's main event. Let's open them. Obviously, what you're hoping for is for the rare card to be gold, and it is actually gold, so not too bad. The best we can hope for, it is another Liga Santander player. Definitely a decent pack. For an all players pack, that is definitely fine. Let's see what else we have in here. Another Liga Bancomer player from Tijuana, I think that is the badge with the pitbull. Let's send all the others to the transfer list. Obviously, the 4 bronze players. They might not sell, but they will definitely be useful for the bronze upgrade packs. And as you can see, I've already got 50 plus of those stored up in my packs, in the my pack section. And I will do a video of those packs once I'm at 100. So we'll open 100 silver packs at one point in the upcoming week, I think. All players pack number 2. Hopefully another rare gold player in this one. Yes, indeed. Pretty decent streak so far, as we get a Baron player, Mr. Ravet from France, from the Swiss league. Anything else in here that is useful? Not really, but we'll take it anyway, obviously, and list up the duplicates that are in this pack. Now we have one more all players pack, and then, guys, the main event, the 2 gold packs. Obviously, there are some nice special cards out there at the moment. I'm not sure if the international man of the matches are still out there. They were out earlier when I did the Serie A card. We don't get a rare gold player here, but Mr. Bodekin will definitely sell, as he is from Feyenoord, and Feyenoord is currently featured in the marquee matchups. Anything else in here that is worth mentioning? No. We fill up a bunch of our club again with a bunch of Japanese players, as we just submitted a lot of them. But again, nothing too crazy in this pack. Now it's main event time. 2 gold packs. I think one of them was a 15k and one of them was not sure actually. A gold players pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. Yes. Let's start with the gold players pack first and then move over to the 15k pack as the final pack. Marshall on the pack. We do get a rare player in here, obviously. Let's see who it is. It's Honda. We submitted him earlier in the Milan challenge, which is actually one of the challenges that gives you a prime gold players pack. So apart from Juventus, Milan is the best challenge to complete for the rewards. Another Liga Santander player in here that will be useful eventually, plus another comp player. I do have this Verkutra guy as an inform, but now I don't have to submit his inform to complete him because we just pulled his non-rare version. Let's send all those to the club, and the duplicates, let's put those to the transfer list. And now guys, the final pack. Let me also know in the comments down below, by the way, what you pulled from the Japanese League SBC. Obviously, you all did get Peter Utaka as the special card, but as I said before, it's all about the packs. And as you have seen, my packs were pretty rewarding, not from a, oh my god, what a player perspective, but more from a, oh, these players are useful. So let's see if the final pack also rewards us with something nice. We get Mr. Rodriguez from Fiorentina. Not sure if I submitted him earlier, but he will definitely be useful at some point. We also get Palacio from Inter and another player from the Turkish league. Obviously in these packs it's all about the consumables that are useful. Not a lot of rare consumables here though, as we already have 4 rare players. But anyway, I'll take it anyway. No duplicates to list up here, as our transfer pile was already pretty full anyway. Let me know in the comments down below, as I said before, what you pulled from this pack, from all the packs basically, from the Japanese squad building challenge. And I will see you in the next video. Not sure what is up next. It's basically the 3rd SBC video in a row, so I might do another video for a change. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next video, and have a good weekend.